Why should you even try? I know I'm not her type. I know she'll pass me by. It just makes me think, maybe if I had had these songs when I was growing up and was a teenager, I wouldn't be 28 and single. It's like maybe that would have given me healthy expectations. Though I am happily pursuing somebody right now. But I have to put that disclosure in because otherwise I will have 25 people tell me about someone that they want to set me up with after the show. So I now add that disclosure. But there's a lot of songs like this. And so another one I think is When You Wish Upon a Star. I love that song. But they don't tell you when you're a kid that because these stars you're wishing on are millions of light years away, by the time you've been wishing on the star, it's probably a black hole. So if we were to do this one honestly, when you wish upon a star, you may not get very far, 'cause that star you're wishing on is already dead. Very, very unfortunate. Thank you. There is something that's personally a little challenging about growing up with all of these songs that you love and then finding out when you're an adult that it's been giving you bad advice. I mean, Mary Poppins, really? Just a spoonful of sugar slows your heart right down, slows your heart right down, makes you gag going down. Just a spoonful of sugar brings your lifespan right down in the most unfortunate way. I just think if the Disney songs were honest with us, we wouldn't need these public campaigns about sugar consumption and the health that the FDA does. So that's my suggestion for our political leaders. But on that note too, some of the songs were a little bit dangerous. So when we look at Peter Pan, for example, you had the "Think of a Wonderful Thing," and it taught kids that you could fly if you just had these, beliefs. Well, see, back in 1953 when Peter Pan came out, we weren't a lawsuit society, so nobody sued when their child jumped off the roof and went to the emergency room. But nowadays that would happen. So I've rewritten this song for Disney to be legally sound. So think of a wonderful thing, think of going up and down, think of how you'll hit the ground and then you'll realize, yes, you can fly, but you might die, you can fly. Two others real quick with you, and then I'll move on my other song. Role models. What kind of role models are we giving to our children? Okay, do we really want, the Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, I haven't showered in days. The hygiene-free philosophy that's really kind of implicit, those hidden messages in Hakuna Matata, or the bare necessities. It's just those bare necessities given to all your apathies. Forget about ambition or desire. I mean those bare necessities. Why work when government subsidies can take care of you for the rest of your life? Those are my Disney routines for you. So just want to invite you guys, those of you that live up in Salt Lake, I'm actually giving a show in a couple weeks at the Sandy City Amphitheater. It's a free outdoor show, very similar to this one. I'll be joined by a couple of great musical guests. So those of you who do live up in Salt Lake, if you want to come to that, it's actually 2 weeks from tomorrow. No tickets required, you just come to the Sandy Amphitheater that night. But thank you so much for letting me share the stage with Paul. I'll leave you with another song off of my album, off of Piano Preludes. This piece is Champs-Élysées. It's one of my other favorites from the album, and I invite you to go check out the music video.